I'm on my way to the gym, but when I'm back, I'm going to explain how I made money from YouTube videos, or through YouTube videos, but not from YouTube. So let me reiterate, this is about making money through YouTube videos, but not making money from YouTube. I have two channels on YouTube. I have this channel, which has 673 subscribers as of this morning, and I have another channel called Arrogant Sage Media, which has 707 subscribers. And I haven't posted a video to that channel in over a year and a half, I think July of 2023. But due to the videos posted on that channel, I've earned quite a bit of income. And that's basically due to the nature of those videos. All of those videos are about building productivity tools for companies, particularly automation software, business automation, business productivity, or reporting tools. In fact, I received an inquiry for work about a week ago, and I certainly get more than one a month. Once again, that's without posting any new content on that channel. I've mentioned it before, my primary income gig is building productivity software and helping both mentor and manage others doing the same. So currently I'm on a long-term contract with Meta, and in part that's why I haven't posted any new content to that channel. Between what I'm doing here and the work I'm doing and a few other side projects that I have, I just don't have the time to create those videos. I hardly have time to create these videos, so I just haven't posted anything new there. But I want to walk you through kind of my philosophy and approach to doing that, because maybe it's pertinent to something that you do. This is true whether you're a musician or some other kind of creative endeavor that you're pursuing. You may have your own gig that is your primary money-making endeavor. Maybe some of what I do can be used in your own field of work. I'm not sure, but hopefully you find it interesting. If nothing else, maybe it'll just provide some insight into what I do. I have this philosophy about giving away free content I just call it giving away the farm, and it has been a hugely, just wonderfully successful way for me to win clients, consulting clients, and just increase my income. So I'm going to lay that out for you. I'm going to show you on my channel what I've done. And this goes back to when I was speaking at events. I used to do a lot of speaking at technology events, and I would cover a given technology. But every time I spoke, I would always give away any source code I was covering. I didn't put anything behind a paywall. There was nothing like, okay, and if you want the real information, you can pay, and then I'll cover X, Y, or Z. And this was the philosophy, and I still kind of hold this philosophy. It's kind of a numbers game. Let's assume I'm covering some kind of technology, and I'm giving away the source code. So they could take it and they can run with it once they leave my workshop. If we were to assume there's 20 people in attendance, just a small workshop for a technology organization, there's a quantity of people, the bulk of the people, that will never hire me because they don't need the technology or they don't have the resources or time to really spend time on it. The remaining people reasonably could reach out to me and contact me. So whenever I would speak at an event, once again using that 20 as a number, I would usually get meetings with anywhere from 2 to 5 companies that attended there. And if I'm meeting with people, I'm really good at a meeting, so I'm generally going to win them as a customer. And many times those customers might hire me for a $3, $4, $7, $10,000 project that ultimately leads to additional work. And for many of them, I've worked for them for more than 3, 4, 5 years, doing anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000 worth of consulting work in a given year. Those are the numbers that I look at when I'm giving away this content. So even though I'm giving away the content, I have a reliable sense that I'm going to get something back from it. Well, the same thing applies to YouTube, and the numbers aren't 2 out of 20 because it's more random, and I'm not speaking to a group of people who came to a workshop because they were interested. I'm just putting it out there on the internet, and people who are learning that technology or are interested in it might find my video. And if they do, out of several thousand, if 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people over the course of several years reach out to me, those are really good numbers. And that's kind of an economies of scale. So it just lets me create a single video. Maybe I spent a few hours on it, and it keeps paying dividends over and over. We'll take a look at my channel, and I'll let you see exactly the videos that have produced the most income for me. All right, so this is my channel, Arrogant Sage Media, and this video shows it was over a year ago that I posted, actually longer than that. Let's look at the channel content. Sorted by date, that was July 25th, 2023. It's the last thing I ever posted, only got 36 views. You can see down below that, videos with a few other views. This Power Automate desktop got 2,300 views. So anyways, we're gonna sort it by views. And the top video is this Excel VBA Google Maps API connectivity tool. You can see it was published on May of 2019, 26,000 views. That video in the first 3 years led to 4 or 5 clients that were worth about $350,000 worth of consulting income. So it's pretty good, and I've gotten inquiries since then, continue to, just once again got one recently from that video. So that's one. I've actually got no clients out of this, but that's not the kind of work I do. That's just how to set up your newsletter when you were using MailChimp, which I'm no longer using. This actually led to a couple small projects and clients I worked for. That was in 2017. Surprisingly, all the way down here, this one, which was 2021, this led to a contract with MIT. It doesn't require hundreds of thousands of views on a video for that video to be profoundly impactful and to lead to income. And I consider that a pretty successful use of YouTube. It's been effective for me. I've been pretty happy with that. That's due in part because I have a highly specialized skill, but it's very likely you have a skill, some kind of specialized skill that separates you from the bulk of people, and you can utilize YouTube as a way to get exposure for that skill. I have not translated that success into success on this music video channel. And in part, that's because the nature of how I pursue music is different. And it's not the kind of thing where I'm trying to get work, let's say doing recording or other things I might be able to show people how to do or to create videos. I'm not looking for that kind of work. I do that as more of a, hey, here behind the scenes are the tools I'm using, but I'm not trying to become the tutorial guy. And so that's one of the reasons that it hasn't really translated. And the other is that I'm still trying to find my footing. The truth of the matter is I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos I want to create. Now, my reason for having a channel that's my music channel is pretty simple. The first is just to get my music in front of people, ultimately build fans, people who are interested in what I'm doing. The second is potentially, if you grow those numbers, you can put that in front of people who put on shows, that produce shows or festivals, things like that, and you're a bit more enticing if you have more people following your channel. And the last thing is really just as an endeavor for other creative things I like to do, one of those creating videos. And that's, once again, I'm on the early stages of that and just kind of figuring things out. And also, I haven't really allocated the time to that is necessary, once again, due to being scattered in any number of areas and trying to determine, is that the best place for me to put my time? And this video, the goal really was just to show you that with a little bit of a specialized skill set, you can use YouTube without monetizing a channel, without being a YouTube sensation, and you can turn it into revenue, or at least exposure for the kind of work you're doing. Also, it can be a body of work you can refer back to. So even if somebody approaches you about what you do, or you're speaking to them about what you do, I've done this when I've gone for contracts, I'll simply point people as part of my resume or cover letter or introduction email. I'll say, oh, and you can see a video where I've covered that topic right here. And the second reason for this video is just let you know what I'm doing with my music channel, just as a way to expose music, possibly get in front of venues, producers, festivals, things like that. And finally, just an outlet for things like this, other videos. And that seems to be working because in the last few months, this channel has grown as much in the last 3 or 4 months as it did for the 3 years prior. So I'm pretty happy with that. I still want to do more, of course, with it. With that being said, if there's anything you saw in this video that was interesting or informative, then let me know in the comments. If you have a question about anything I'm doing, put those in the comments as well. Would love to answer those, love to hear from you. And lastly, Deb is always telling me I need to ask people to like the video and subscribe to my channel. So if you could, like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.